Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Chris Cooper, known as the Channel Guy Trader, and I'm reporting to you live from Wall Street Trading's Miami office down in sunny South Florida. Today's date is Tuesday, July the 23rd, 2013, and here is today's midday market update brought to you by wallstreettrading.com. Before we get into the video here, if you have not been to the website yet, go check it out. There's a lot of free education information on there. At the same time, we are now offering our active traders intraday course, and if you're interested in trading with our prop firm, you can contact me at ccooper at wallstreettrading.com. I'm using a new mic, so if the mic sounds kind of funny, bear with me as I try to get it adjusted right until I get to the store to buy a new one, but it should be fine. So starting off with the market here, the Dow's been holding its gains for the day so far. I think it went negative maybe once for a quick second, and it went back positive. I mean, you have UTX and Hewlett Packard and the Dow holding that index up, I believe, with one other stock in there. So that's up 26 points or so. You have the Nasdaq down 13, the Russell down a point, the S&P down 2. Take a look at some of the commodity sectors today here. You got crude oil, USO's up 6 cents, GLD for gold's up 7 cents, pretty much flat after having a nice day yesterday. GDX up 38 cents for gold miners. JJC for copper up 21 cents. Silver showing a little bit of weakness today, down 17 cents. As far as the currency goes, currency action here, Euro's pretty strong today. FXC, the Euro ETF there is up 25 cents. UUP for the dollar's down 4 cents. Top sectors changed from open today. You have the gold miners, they're up about a point. They're up a little over 1.5% from the opening price. That's pretty good. The coal stocks are doing pretty well today. Home builders are doing pretty well today. Let's see here. Bottom sectors on the change from open ETF list. The financials are selling today. Biotechs are selling today. Transports are selling today. And that's how the sectors are looking across the board. So let's go ahead and break down the charts, starting off with the futures charts here, the closing prices. You can see we had a nice little overnight range here, but then going into the opening, going to the opening session here, we had a breakdown below this 1692 level on the ES, which that was the level that you wanted to see it break, hold below. I'll show you guys the candlestick charts here shortly to show you guys that price action that we were tracking it overnight. And then you had the Nasdaq futures, same thing, sideways range overnight, ended up breaking below this 30.50 level on the futures here, sold off pretty nice. Nasdaq is the weakest index. It is the only index here that's trading below the previous day's lows. That's something to take note of. You take a look at the Dow. Dow rallied up a little bit on the open, didn't sell as soon as the market opened like the other indices did, but it was able to give you some selling pressure if you wanted to participate on the short side. And then it's been rallying up ever since this 11 o'clock low. Then we have the Russell 2000, which popped up a little bit as well, but then sold off here. So there's definitely been some interesting action on both sides of the field. Starting off with the SPY, the S&P 500 ETF. I know some of you guys track this intraday to trade your stocks. We track the ES. But just to take a look to see where this is coming from, you had it open up at 169.80, sold all the way off the previous day's lows, and now it's rallied up a bit there and hanging around this 169.30 area. If we don't break over 169.40, this may be a lower pivot high that they're going to use to short against, possibly for a move down in the afternoon. If we break back over 169.40 and then we get back positive on the SPY, we have a chance of possibly making the V-shaped recovery today. I mean, a lot of the every dip has been getting bought up in the market, so until we see that change, they may keep on doing the same thing there. Starting off with the triple Qs, same thing, opened up, sold off. Only index that's broke below the previous day's lows, and it has not been able to get back above that previous day's lows. So we got to keep on watching this. If it breaks back above the 74.59 area, this thing can maybe start trying to make a move back towards positive. If not, look for a move back down towards the lows. Then the Russell 2000, which is chopping up the IWM, which is moving around the previous day's close right now, around this 104.55 area. We get above this, start holding a nice bid above 104.55. Look for a move up towards 104.76, towards that previous day's highs. Open price 104.89. And then if we roll back down to the downside, look for 104.30 or 104.13, previous day's lows. Okay, and then let me just do a quick little recap with you guys on the ES action here. This is what we track intraday. You can see the ES had a nice little bid overnight at 1692. Going into the opening session, we talked about it being in a 2-point range and a break and hold below 1692 would be a sell, and a break and hold above 16.94 would be a buy. Looks like they took us to the downside today, and then they sold us all the way down to a 16.86, which was our S3 level. If you want to see the levels that we give out for the market, you can make your way to the chat room, mywallstreettv.com. The password to log in is SMART, SMART, or you can follow us on our Facebook company page where I post all the levels and the main pivot for the day. All right, taking a look at the 15-minute chart, same thing here. Sold off, rallied up a bit, lower pivot high, trading sideways, and then our 5-minute chart right here is not really doing much. You can see where the breakdown came right there, and they just started selling some nice some nice sell side action on the E-minis there. All right, so how about some stocks real quick here? Some stocks that we're watching today. I mean, you have Halliburton in play. Try to trade this one a little bit. This one was just chopping up around the whole place here. Not really looking like it's going to do much today after it made this little ugly topping tail in the first 30 minutes of trading. You have some action at Netflix, of course. This one had earnings yesterday. They got crushed. Stock got bought up right on the open, but then they faded it all the way back down to lows now. Haven't really been able to track this one at all throughout the day. The coal stocks are in play today. You could take a look at BTU. We're trading this one. Actually long this one from 1742 with a stop underneath those 1727s. Hasn't been able to make a move yet, but it does look like it wants to make a move possibly to the top side. If you take a look at the hourly chart here, you can see if it could get a bit above 1750, we could make a nice move up to try to fill in some of this little candle wick action that we have right here. The 15-minute chart has some support down there around 1730. If we were to pull back a bit, and you can see the level we got to break over 1750 on the 15. And then you have the 5 right here, which is just hanging in there, not really doing much. 1735 is support level. 1750 that resistance. We break below 1735, we could have some support down here around 1728 or so. So keep that on watch. What else? You got see here. You have some good action. Have some good action, like I said, in the coal stocks, WLT, BTU, ANR, UTX, one of the strongest stocks in the Dow. Some weak stocks, the solar stocks are getting some profit taking done in them today. FSLR, TSL, some of those names are selling off. And that's really about it, folks. I'm not really seeing much on my end. The financials are a bit weak. They're bouncing off the lows. But that's really about it. We'll have some more ideas, hopefully, in the afternoon if some things set up better. If not, then we'll see. We'll see what happens. Aside from that, have a great day. I'll catch you guys after the close. Cheers.